welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor. So I have my academic planner open to the first week in August, and I have my stickers out that I'm going to use to decorate. I am also going to do a quick little tour actually of this little guy because it's got some new parts. So, you know, I usually use the Happy Planner for my academic work planner. The month of August, I'll be celebrating the end of my first year, going into my second year as a department chair. And so I decided that academic year 2 was a good time to do some new little fancy things. So I got this Happy Planner cover for the classic planner from Little Miss Fancy Plans, and I will put a link to her site in my in the description for this video. But I just love this planner because it really is like the coffee and the glasses and the notebooks. I love it. And the little key says dream, which I just think is so cute. So that's the front and the back. And then it has, on the inside is kind of neutral. And so I went ahead and kept the Happy Planner front cover because it has this you know, kind of layout of the days of the week, the dates for 20 and 21. And then went ahead and just kept this part as well because for the new academic year, it gives me really the fall semester on one page, which I kind of like. Even though under these sort of new academic COVID plans, I don't know what of any of this is going to still occur. I know actually these two academic conferences, from what I understand, they are actually moving online, so they're not happening face-to-face. OSCLG is definitely online. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't remember if NCA's moved online or not. So those are still kind of a thing. So instead of, before I had them penciled in, I'll go back in and put them in pen because I'll actually be attending both of them online. Homecoming at my university is not happening. And it certainly isn't happening during this week anymore because my university has actually moved this training. I'm actually gonna have to do whiteout or a sticker because this training has been moved up because the start date of school has been moved up. So the start date of school was the 24th, now it's the 19th. My university is normally on the semester system is 16 weeks. This year, because of COVID, we're going 13 weeks. So we'll actually be done with school on, I believe the last day of fall term is actually the 13th. And then we'll go a final exam period all the way through. And we'll be done like around here somewhere. So yeah. So this is the spring. I just printed out the academic calendar just on some plain, you know, dot grid paper, and so that I would have it in here. So I will actually take that out. I am gonna print a new copy of the fall calendar and stick it in here just so I can have it at a glance. This section, as it says, is just stuff related to my graduate students. So I'm gonna flip through that. In my planner, I do kind of keep all of the bullet journal planners together in like one planner. So I took everything off of the extender discs and put in just the regular discs for now because since I also switched to using the Little Miss Fancy Plan inserts for my academic planner, the planner isn't as thick. So you can see like I hope you can see that. That's kind of what I'm working with now, which is awesome because This is using for the academic planner, the Little Miss Fancy Plans inserts for all the way through the end of the fall term. So this is what her planner looks like. I didn't use July because it took so long to get the 2 quarters that I ordered that July was already over by the time I received the inserts. And that was no fault of hers. It was a delay in the postal service. It actually sat in the postal service for like 2 weeks practically. So already lodged my complaint about that. But what I really like, the reason why I wanted to go with her, give her inserts a try, is because she does really neutral inserts. And I wanted something that I kind of wanted to get rid of all of like the color that was happening in the Happy Planner inserts. It was just all too much. And then on the Saturday and Sunday, which I actually don't use in my academic planner, because I tried to avoid working on Saturdays and Sundays. Like this, it went Sunday to Saturday, which actually I don't like. You guys know I prefer a calendar that goes Monday to Sunday. But the Happy Planner highlighted this in like colored polka dots, which I love polka dots, as you can see, right? But to have that here, it was a lot that was happening. So I just really wanted like a basic kind of just white paper planner, which is what I have with my bullet journal, is real plain, and then I decorate a lot around it. And so I wanted to be able to still do that. With the My Little Fancy Plans inserts, you can get them where, I don't know how well you can see this, you can get the time on there or not. And so I went with the time just to try it for this quarter, see what I think for the rest of the fall semester basically. So the planner you can buy pre-dated or not, times or not. So I went with pre-dated and timed because this planner I use to keep track of like a lot of meetings and events and things like that related to my work day that are scheduled anyway. And so I wanted to try it with the times. Now, I will say this, if you write big, you probably don't want the times because the lines to write in are super tiny. I write small, so I'm not gonna be terribly bothered by this. So like as an example, I'll actually just real quick pull up something that I can share from last week to write in to kind of show like how it is. So let's go with Friday. So this was writing group. Which goes till 4. Okay, so for me, this wouldn't be a big deal, right? But you can see, hopefully y'all can see that, like I write real small and I still filled up the entire line. So if you write big, you might want to think about going with something like a Happy Planner that has lines that have a little bit more space. Or if you go with Little Miss Fancy Plans, she does have one that's lined with more space because it doesn't have the times, and it would kind of go a line for every hour rather than a line for every half hour. So this one goes every half hour, starts at 7 a.m. and goes till 9 p.m. And so I felt like for me that's perfect because I use Calendly as well for my students to be able to make appointments with me, and also my faculty members to be able to make appointments with me. And it allows, and all of those appointments I allow 30 minutes. So this is just perfect for me because it gives me that 30-minute breakdown, because my meetings, I try to keep them 30 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And so it just gives me the space that I need. I also like that this one on the back of the month just has like notes, right? So on the happy planner, on the end of the month, it has this where it tells you like the next month. And then, you know, you have your goals and your dates and then like space to write it down. Well, like you can see like every month in the happy planner, in this particular one that I have, you have this kind of decoration. So like you really only have like, you know, 1.5 inches to here, maybe about 2.5 inches of writing space. But even in other planners, and this is something that's true of all of Happy Planner's planners, right? So you have your month goals for the following month. So this is the month of August. So the September goals are on the back of the month of August instead of the beginning of the month of September, which is one of the reasons why for me, this page ends up being a complete and total waste. Like I never actually use this page in any of my planners. So this is, oh, this actually isn't the last page of the budget planner. But yeah, so it's just not a page that I ever use. It totally ends up getting wasted every month. So I'm still gonna use the Happy Planner for at least for the next couple of months, probably, to do my meal planning. So this is the wellness planner. So I'm still gonna use it to track my wellness journey, especially because now I decided I, like a lot of us, have probably figured out just how sedentary the academic life really is. And, you know, with COVID and not leaving the house as much and not going to campus, I don't know about you, but I used to work on a campus that was over 1,000 acres. And so just walking from my car to my office to my classes every day that I went to campus, I got in between 7,000 and 8,000 steps just doing that, right? Then I moved to a campus that's an urban campus. It's got a much smaller footprint. And actually on that campus, everything happened in one building. My office, my classes, they were all in the same one building. So I was only walking from my car to my building where my office and classrooms were, and then back to my car. So I was still getting in like 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day, because if I went to other meetings in other buildings with other departments or whatever, I end up walking around campus. And then too, like just, you know, academic buildings are freezing. And so, and especially I'm in a school of communication. We've got TV studios and computer labs and all that stuff in that building. So that building's always super cold. So I was always going out and taking like a little walk around campus and up and down the Tiger Walk or whatever, just so I could thaw out, frankly. But I was getting 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day. Now that I've been at home, I'm getting on average 4,000 steps a day. If I don't work out, on days when I work out, I'm getting about 6,000 to 7,000 steps. Here's the problem. Huge problem, right? I'm also stress eating because, you know, pandemic outside. So like a lot of people put on a lot of weight that I don't really want to keep. And I can't actually keep because I have 0 clothes that fit this body. So unfortunately, it's gonna, you know, we're a little fluffy and we're gonna have to go back to being a lot more trim so that I can just get my work clothes. Even though my campus isn't set back to go to the office, I need to like get a handle on all of this so that I can go back into the office wearing office clothes and not, you know, a caftan. Which I have become very comfortable in working at home. So, you know, gotta prepare to switch it up a little bit. So I have noticed that even though I've had my wellness planner in my happy planner with my academic planner, I hadn't been using it. Like the whole month of June and July was kind of a hit and miss on that planner. And actually, and I don't mind showing you because it's also in part about accountability. So where's June? So for June, you know, I usually do on the month, I calculate I keep track of my weight. So we can see that in May, I was really good. I kept track of my weight and my steps, right? In May, in April was the same thing, right? because I was really trying to hang on. And so you can see in March was actually when my campus closed here on the 12th, and I have not been back to work since. And so really what I'm trying to do, and already here I was higher than I wanted to be, right? Like I had lost a bunch of weight last year and was really trying to stay there, and that's not what happened. So really trying to get back down to where I was really this time last year, which is like 30 pounds less than I am right now. So you can see though, March was already starting to be kind of iffy. April, I kind of was like, oh my God, and I kind of got back on it. May, I was kind of like, I'm gonna try, but you know, it's already slipping. June was like, apparently I just decided to give up and just enjoy the bounty of good food, which is fine, except you need to do that with moderation. In July, apparently I was like, who? So I'm trying to get back onto it for August. And actually I'm not gonna say try, I am getting back under control in August. So in August, I will track my steps every day. I'll track my weight, and then also my weight like week to week really. And then on the weekly, I actually did find that in weeks when I use the intention and really kind of set up, okay, like what's my intent in terms of steps for the day and things like that, that was actually better. For the nourish, I'm just gonna write down my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and then my movement, and then I sometimes use the reflection and sometimes don't. I don't know, I'm still gonna be kind of iffy with that. I can tell because I don't know, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Then we have the budget planner, which I normally use to track my budget. I use this planner, I fill it out to track like all of my bills and when those are due, because I have a lot of things that are on automatic payment. And so I need to be able to keep track of when money is coming out, because money really only comes in once a month. So, but it goes out all month long, like probably everyone else. So that'll be tracked here. And then I do use this check it off space actually a lot of times for when I order things on Amazon. I actually list them here so that I can make sure to remember that I have things coming in. I'm also going to use this check it off space to note down, even though I do it on this calendar, I'm still going to use this as kind of a task list almost, to check off the things that come in from my subscription services, because I have several subscription services that deliver once a month, and then I have a couple that deliver whenever I send back what I used. So like I have Roxbox and New York Company Closet, and so when I send something back, they send me something new. And I kind of am wanting to pay more attention, especially with school starting, to how long I'm keeping boxes, to figure out, like, am I getting 2 boxes a month? Am I getting 3 boxes a month? Like, how many boxes am I getting based on the subscription price? I still think both subscriptions are very, very worthwhile, and I do love them a lot, and I'm not even considering canceling them, but I am kind of wondering, like, I just kind of want to track it to see how often I'm really using it. So I actually might use these over here and like track like Roxbox, New York and Company Closet, and then just like X off when I get a new box so that I'll know. So as I said, I'm going to be using the Little Miss Fancy Plans calendar for the month, and then I have my little dashboards and these actually should have been moved to the next, actually no, this one can stay. So I have on I got from a Real Clear Plan, these dashboard dividers. And so this one is the one for notes. So I just stuck on some of the clear sticky notes, and then from Little Miss Fancy Plans, this is just the dot grid paper. So I just stuck some dot grid paper back here. Now, because when I ordered from Little Miss Fancy Plans, she didn't have any clear dividers that had the side tabs. That's actually part of why I'm leaving in the budget happy planner. And I'm gonna use that as like my monthly tab, and then have my Little Miss Fancy Plans month in. So that's kind of a plus. I also really, each one of the budget planners months for this are so, they're just so pretty to me, and they have like really, I don't know, there's some of them have like little sayings on them, and I just like all of the ones for the end of the month. So that's what I'm going to use right now as my monthly divider for each one. And then on the back of my planner, I just have like extra paper. I do have a happy planner pocket that I use to be able to put things in, you know, business cards that I get at meetings and stuff like that. So that is what we're looking at. So let's go ahead and pull out and start doing a little bit of decorating for the month. Let's see, actually I think I'm going to leave, actually I think I'm just gonna leave these functional, plus I kind of like the green. So I'm not really going to do a lot here. I actually am, so I'm not gonna pull it out because I'm not gonna do a whole lot here, but I do really like this sticker that says less Monday, more Sunday. And I think, oops, nope. Because I never use this, but I don't want it to cover the intention. I might not be able to use this one unless I just use it here. Yeah, here we go. We'll use it here. Turn this to the side. Because I don't really ever write anything there, so we'll just do that. There we go. Okay, so I really want to use from the teacher book from last year, using up some of these stickers. I have realized that I have a lot of stickers on my cart, a lot of sticker books on my cart, and I just really want to use more of them and like use up more books more completely before I buy like new books. So that's kind of where I am with that. All right. So I never really do a lot of decorating in my budget book. Just pulling last month's budget. Just so I can see a couple of things. So I do sometimes do like stickers on the weekend dates, because I don't have a lot of stuff that happens on the weekends. So what I'm gonna do is use I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm gonna use the soft geode book. And while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna go ahead and pull out the first week of August. So pull that to the side. Oops. Okay, so let's see if we can find some things, some compliments. Go ahead and use this remember sticker. I'm gonna put this right here, because I actually do know there are a couple of things I'm going to need to remember in relationship to my budget for August, because school is also, because school is starting early here. And so I normally would buy a back to school outfit, which, like, why? That's just not a thing this year. So I'll probably just buy a back to school accessory instead of a whole outfit, because my university is coming back online. We're not going to campus. So there's not really a whole lot of point in doing anything major in that regard. So I really like these like little bullet dots, even though I never really pay attention to them. Like, there's something about the way that they are that I just don't actually, it's the spacing of them that I don't really like, but I do like them. So I think I want to do like maybe a little quote or something. Kinda maybe. So I did not really plan this out before. Even though sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And this time I just didn't. Oh, let's go with this. Let's go with this. It kind of goes with the color too. And it just says, glitter is always an option. And it truly is. Even though it like gets everywhere, it's still always an option. All right, there we go. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and write in the information that I want to be able to track. Let's go ahead and use the dark pink kind of purple color pen. So we'll just write in here, rocks box, and then here for the closet. All right. So, and then I'll go in and I'll write in all of the budget stuff. You guys know that's not one I really do on camera because it really is my personal finances, and so I don't really do that part on camera, but I do like to decorate. So a little bit of kind of minimalist decoration this month. So let's take a look now at this planner. I know I'm not going to use any of those. I pulled out the back to school stickers, the summer stickers, the student book, the kind of bookish stickers, and then this, the teacher essentials kind of accessory pack to be able to have some stickers for this, because August is back to school month, but it also still is a little bit of summer. Like there's a tiny little baby amount of summer left. And so I really still want to hang on to and acknowledge that, even though there's not much of it left. So for y'all who have been paying attention and following me for a little bit, even though I have not been the most consistent little YouTube poster, know that I use an electronic calendar and a paper calendar. And so I transfer over things from the electronic calendar onto my paper calendar. And it's kind of funny, I will say, I kind of thought that with the pandemic and working from home that I would end up using my electronic calendar more, my paper calendar less. And the truth is, I actually use my paper calendar just as much because I usually have so much stuff open on my desktop like to open, just finding my calendar, it's easier to just look on my desk and see this paper calendar open on my desk and be able to like look quickly at what's going on, which is so weird. I did not think it would be like that, but it totally is. And so yeah, so it turns out that between my kind of my paper bullet journal and my paper academic planner, I'm just in my paper calendar way more, just way more than I would have thought. All right, so this is what I want to go ahead and do. I think I want to figure out where my other pens are. Oh, so Bay was over here doing some work on things he has to do, and he asked me for a green pen, and I was like, oh yeah, I got like tons of them. Look on the planner cart, on my planner cart, and he took the entire cup of green pens, and I have no idea where they are now. Probably in the dining room where he was working. All right, so let's see. Let me go on a small hunt for my blue and green pens. Okay, we're back. Found my blue and green pens. So let's see. So wanna go a little bit back to school, a little bit back to school, a little bit into summer. So I'm going to just tape these 2 pages together just a little bit, just so that I can kind of move them together and not separate them. And actually, I should probably, oh no, okay, well that's good, new, interesting information. Does not have the kind of waxiness that Happy Planner paper has. So if you try to peel the tape off, it is going to take the paper up with it. Good to know, good to know. Just do that. All right, glad I used tape for that and I never use stickers for that, because if I had to like rip a sticker off from here, that would make me really sad. All right, let's go ahead and, so the first thing I want to do is, if there's something in here, kind of, and it probably isn't because I probably used it when I first got these stickers, but a first day of school sticker, which I probably used already. Oh, here's a back to school sticker. So because these are actually for, because these are actually for K through 12 and not necessarily college, they kind of do different, they have different types of stickers and different types of activities. Yeah. So I think I want to use this back to school sticker because I don't want to use that red one. So this one that says back to school shopping, I'm just gonna cut the shopping part off and use the back to school part. I'm actually gonna put that right here on Sunday. Because this is the week we're going back to school. Because I really want that to say first day of school. And I don't think I have any I think the first day of school sticker I already used. Yeah, I think the first day of school sticker was this sticker. And I obviously already used it. So, oh, here we go. We'll just use this little gold arrow and I'll just write first day of school. And then let me use my green pen. Okay, cool. I like the quality of this paper, and I like the feel of it, and I really like how like just crisp white it is. Now I did notice that the way she had these pages punched, they were a little bit shallow, and so for the Happy Planner it kind of stuck out a little bit, so I re-punched them with my Happy Planner punch, and so I can tell that looking at it on the paper, like just like this, I don't like how it looks because it looks re-punched. But on the discs, I can honestly say I didn't even notice. I liked better the fact that it was deeper in, and it had the deeper punch in than that more shallow punch. So that made me feel better. All right, so let's go ahead and find some, let's do a little bit, kind of note that we're kind of coming to the end of summer. Like decorate a little bit. Do some little final pineapples. Because I don't really, like I said, I don't really write on the weekends. But I do like them to be a little bit decorated. So this will technically be our last summer day. Even though really, honestly, truthfully, if I'm being serious, this is my last summer day. Because these 2 weeks being in administration means that I'm working. For me, basically, the fall term starts on Monday. Because there's a lot of prep that happens in the 2 weeks before school starts. So before students come back, you know, I'm really back to work. So like I can't take vacation days in any of this time period. Like I'm at work. So this kind of little bit of decor is just to make me feel better, because just kind of hanging on to the end of my faculty life. I kind of want to do a little box, but I want to stay with my yellows and greens. Let's see what else I can find in here. And I kind of want to do a box for these 2 Fridays because these are the last Fridays. So my university does a 410 in the summer, where the university is actually closed on Fridays. And actually, I think this one might be the last one. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the sticker on this one too, even though I think the 14th is a Friday. We go back to working Fridays again. Although Fridays are my research day, so I don't normally work on Fridays. Okay. Yep, I think that works for me. And then I do want to do, because I do have a faculty meeting. So I do want to do a little box for faculty meeting day. And there's actually so much going on that day that it's like ridiculous. Okay, I think that works. I think that works. And then let me do, I have in this book marked some things that I want to use in my bullet journal when I do my bullet journal, but I know in this book there are little, here we go, backpacks. So I'm gonna do a little backpack because it's kind of big. Oops. Please, 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 please. Ooh. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way, actually. There we go. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and I think that's it. Okay, so on my monthly, I always write the big things on the month. So we'll go ahead and write in that this is research day. And I will say it is really, really hard to be an administrator and keep a research schedule. And the only way I'm able to do it is the fact that I really do try to hold my Fridays as research days. I don't schedule student meetings on Friday under pretty much any circumstance. I don't schedule faculty meetings. I try to avoid committee work, like anything on a Friday. Even this entire time that we've been working from home during the pandemic, I try to only do research tasks on Fridays, which has meant I've been able to kind of keep my brain clear to be able to do that kind of work. But it has also meant that I've had to do a lot to do that, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay. So Wednesday the 5th, I do have a faculty meeting. And then on the 10th and the 12th, actually I think it's the 10th, 11th, and 12th. So I have a 10 a.m. training, and then the one on Tuesday is actually at 11 a.m. And then the one on Wednesday is at 10 a.m. Check something. Oh no, there isn't. Oh, good. All right, I just had this realization. Since this paper is new, I don't know if there's like bleed through from the pen or anything like that, and there isn't. So I'm excited. Very, very, very excited. Okay, and then I have a standing leadership meeting at 11:30. Kind of ran myself out of space there. Even though this is the day after the first day of school, we're probably still gonna have that same meeting. Probably would have met one other time earlier in the week before that, but let's see, and then what else? So again, for the monthly, I just do the big meetings. I don't do the weekly ones on the monthly. So this is gonna be university-wide meeting is here, which my university is still having its university-wide meeting. We're just gonna do it digital. And actually, now that I think about it, we might actually be moving that meeting up a week, because that's the first day of school and we usually have this meeting a week before. So we'll see. We'll see. This one might move. So now that I think about it, yeah, it might move. I have to check my email and see if it already did. It probably did. But we're gonna leave it right there. You know I love a sticker to cover up a mistake, so I'll just put a sticker over it to fix it. Let's see, anything else for the monthlies? No, everything else is just regular. So normally at this point in the universe, I would be able to put in my class schedule really easily too. But this year I cannot, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna be teaching. Enrollment is still a little bit in flux at my university, like it is at a lot of universities. So I am not 100% sure, but you know what? Because I am at least 90% sure, well, 85% sure. I mean, I'm the department chair, so I make the schedule, but I still know that I have some fluctuation, so I'm not sure where I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in what I think is gonna happen. And so I'll go ahead and actually, because I'm a smart little cookie, I'm gonna go in and put in what I think is gonna happen, but I'm gonna put it in a pencil. Because I would rather have it be in pencil and then pen later. Or would I rather it be in pen now and just put a sticker over it? I think that's what I'll do. I'll do pen now and I'll just put a sticker over it. So I'll write it down towards, well, actually where I would normally put it. So, well, actually this grad class I know is definitely gonna happen. So let's go ahead and just put the grad class in from 6 to 9. That's gonna be CM 550, because I know that's happening. The one that I'm not 100% sure about is this daytime class, which is from 1 to 2:30, and it's calm 2:30. And the only reason why I'm not 100% sure this one's happening is because I was gonna try not to teach during the day because I have so many meetings and I hate canceling class because of meetings. But it happens more frequently than you want it to. Okay. As I know, the other classes that I was supposed to teach are gonna probably go to independent studies because they're not gonna make. All right, that I think is a really cute monthly layout. So let's go ahead and put this back in our book. Oh wait, before we do that, let's decorate this page and get just a little bit of fun on this page. Set up a little scene there. Kind of practicing for my Google Slide scenes. So I really prefer to have these kind of decorated out where they're not really wrong going places. Have some bigger stickers too. I want to kind of get rid of this little bit of timing here. Okay, I actually really don't like this sticker. I like this. I don't like this. So let me see if I can pull this one up. Yay! Just stick that back on some old sticker paper. And then what I'm gonna do is use another one of these. I think I wanna do a little bit of gold over here. So same kind of leaf, but just the gold one. And I think there's a green one in here. There we go, we're flipping through. Just do that one right there. There we go. All right. Oh, and now I see that. Just gonna lift this. I'm not gonna lift the whole sticker up because I feel like that could go awry. So just gonna pull just enough to kind of white out the time. There we go. Okay. All right. I am happy with that. So in the Happy Planner, I started decorating this space because it was actually a color and I didn't always like that. So sometimes I used it for note space and sometimes I decorated it. So this week, because I've got a lot going on, I actually want to use this space for note space this week. And then, but a little bit of decoration because, you know, we don't do things on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the academic planner. So we can use that for, always decorate that and then the rest. So I am in my bullet journal in the morning because I'm researching in the morning. But what I want to start doing is kind of keeping a little bit of track of a few things over here. So I am going to go ahead and write in that this time from here all the way down to here, it's actually also breakfast, so I read over breakfast. I don't usually write in the mornings on work days because I have to interrupt the writing to go to work. And I find that I work best if I can get a solid 3 to 4 hour block, I do better. And so that would really mean going from 8 to 11. Except I don't do well starting writing at 8 o'clock because I'm the kind of person who needs to get some coffee, check their email, eat some breakfast, and then I write. And so I usually don't start my writing block really until 10 and I go from 10 to 1. And I can't really do that on a day when I have to go to the office. But I do really well with reading blocks and research blocks that are 2 hours. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and write that in. Now I already know that on Thursday, I'm not gonna be able to have my normal 2 hour reading and research block because I have meetings. I think I actually have a 10 a.m. meeting. So I'm gonna have to do, I know I have a 10 a.m. meeting here, but that's my own faculty meeting. So for my faculty meeting, I can do prep the day before, which is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and be adventurous and put in my normal reading and writing block, even though I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep it. I think I'm gonna lose it. So for me, I'm the kind of person who, if I haven't been reading and doing my notes and organizing things throughout the week, then I can't do anything with the writing block that I reserve for myself on Fridays. Like that, I end up using that block to do the reading and research and data analysis and all of that instead of writing. And so I realized through this pandemic that it's really important to make sure that my reading and writing block are noted over here. And then I'm gonna have my writing block blocked here. And here, I just want to note that I'm doing research writing. At about 3 o'clock, my undergraduate mind takes over because I never did anything after 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is when social hours started in my college. So my undergraduate mind takes over around 3 o'clock and I just want to go outside and play in the sunshine. So gonna go ahead and respect that because it's the way that I've been for friggin' ever at this point, so I'm not gonna fight it. Okay, so I have a faculty meeting at 10. And then I actually really need to get to work on the updates. I need to finish the updates for my degree works. And because it's so imperative that they happen next week, I actually have time blocked out to finish them. So I don't normally do like blocking of time like this, but because of the way that this calendar is done, I kind of feel like it'll help me out to have things blocked. Like it's just that visual, it helps. And then I have student meetings. All right, now I normally am the person who will bust out their ruler to draw straight lines because as you can see, I don't draw straight lines. And I am going to use actually just a thicker pen. I use my Tombow marker. I'm still not going to use a ruler. I'm just going to use my marker because the marker will allow me to kind of make the line a little bit thicker, kind of deal with the fact that it's not straight, and hide a little bit, kind of fill in a little bit that thin line. Oops. Although, except that when the line gets wavy, I don't know what it is with me. Like I hate crooked lines and I can't make straight ones without a ruler. Which is one of those like, why do I even bother? at this point in my life when I know like crooked lines make me crazy. And crooked lines make me throw it in the garbage crazy. Like, so I really do honestly know better. I don't even know why I try, but I do try. So this will probably be the last time I do. So I know a lot of people who do kind of block planning will also do color coding as well. And I used to do that. This kind of, which is kind of, I think this is why I'm also a little bit excited about this planner. This is kind of giving me like my old academic planner vibes. So before, whenever I would do a school planner, I always preferred a weekly planner for school that was pre-printed with the times, just like this, and was vertical. Like, this was my favorite kind of academic planner to buy when I was buying school planners. And so like this is kind of giving me like a little bit of like throwback, like baby academic Tonisha. Like from my undergrad and from my graduate. And I really like it for like times when you have scheduled meetings and stuff like that. I think though, but for that I used to do color coded. So everything had a color, and everything was coded like that. And I definitely my electronic planner is color coded. But my paper planner never is. I just use one color in my paper planner. And I think I'm still gonna stick with that, but it's kind of giving me that throwback vibe. I don't know where I was going with that story, but there you go. All right, so here we go. This is the academic planner for August, my administrative planner. So I think I really like this so far. The green and yellow kind of just gives me like a little happy vibe. I'm loving this first week. Let's go ahead and just pop this into my book. And I'm really liking this over like how just like color filled and color saturated the budget planner is. Like that's like, I don't know, that's like a lot that's happening versus the kind of black, white, and then like green that's happening in the academic planner. I kind of like that muted kind of background. So that's gonna be the month, and then that is the first week. I think I'm happy with it. I'll just go in and write in the student names for these meetings off camera, but I think this is it. This is it. I'm excited. Thank you to I should have said I purchased everything from Little Miss Fancy Plans myself, and I really like it. I'm definitely going to be purchasing more from her shop. I'm very pleased. So thank you everyone for joining me on this video for the August setup for the academic planner, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.